All right, I was gonna change my pants, but then I realized that they're comic pants, and I think that's like a callback to my last video where I went on a rant on how much I hate comics and that I will never, ever, ever read them. So I figured it'd be a nice spit in the face to the comic community. So that's sarcasm. I'm being sarcastic. Also, the amount of I swear I'm a sane person. Okay, if you see a title and a thumbnail that seems a little psychotic, why I would never read comics, just listen to the video in full. You can go 2x speed. I do realize I yap a decent amount, but you guys were coming at me in the comments last video. I just said I don't really see the appeal, but and I say it multiple times in the video. Hey, comic homies, hit me up in the comments, bro. Let me know if I'm missing out on something, all right? And for the most part, yeah, a lot of cool homies came through, gave me a lot of recommendations. I am going to read them because I need content and I need to get these views up. Speaking of views, on a real note here, I love each and every one of you guys. All right, I checked my analytics because a couple of my videos are starting to die out now, so I don't check it as much anymore. Normally, when I post a video, I'll check it like every couple of seconds, just to see it go from like 12 views to like 23 views. That's a hit of dopamine for me. Okay, every view counts. Every view counts for me. I'm so appreciative. But I check my monthly view for my channels collectively. Trust me, look, if I ever get a video, one single video with more than 1,000 views ever, we made it, baby. We popping champagne. Look, I'm buying everyone in the bar a shot because, of course, at that point, I am a millionaire. So thank you guys so much. I think I got a couple extra subscribers. I think I'm almost at 30 now. Let's go. The army's just getting better. Just getting bigger. All right. I feel like I don't know. I feel like a mafia leader or something. I don't know. I got a crew now. I got a crew. Nice little handful of you guys. I really appreciate that. But look, again, just want to circle back. I don't hate comics. I just don't read them. So that's it. Anyways, yap session over. Let's get into the video. So, yes, I know I'm hurrying. I'm trying to get through it. So, my homie at work, huge Gundam fan. He loves Gundam. He like collects the toys. I'm pretty sure he's just like super off into it. I saw him like talking to another one of my buddies, and they all talking about the same show. And I'm just curious because, you know, I need attention. And I asked him like, what do you we got going on here? It sounds like anime. You know, that's my area. You know, I'm a huge YouTuber. You know, I got I think at the time I had like 8 subscribers. So, you know, I'm balling. You know, I'm a rookie in the game. So they let me know that it was a Gundam. And honestly, I haven't heard that word in some years. I didn't know you guys still existed. I thought you guys were a myth. And I didn't even know you guys were still making series. And I'm just at that point now. I think I'm just like so old now where it's almost like Yu-Gi-Oh! Where I was like, which Yu-Gi-Moto are we on now? I don't know. It's Yu-Gi-Oh! Rebooted 87. I don't know. I'm kind of, yeah, I'll normally just see them and I just think to myself, there's no way this is good, right? Because after like watching like the original series, you know, I think I stopped at 5D halfway. They on motorcycles and shit, and all right, I don't know. And I always, because I'm a huge Yu-Gi-Oh fan. I'm kind of a masochist, and I recovering addict of the game itself. Yeah, you ever meet anyone that plays Yu-Gi-Oh? Just know off the rip, they hate themselves and they don't have any self-respect. So that's all you need to know from them. It's a huge red flag. Anyways, just to get back into it. I always wanted to get back into this series, but I don't know. I just think I'm just getting old now, and do I want to keep watching this series are they really telling the story, or are they just trying to sell their card games or their toys, or I don't know, whatever they're trying to make money off of? Because, you know, I just always pictured it as a money grab. So I won't normally get into like stories or anything like that if I think it's just like super popular and they're just like trying to sell merch and blah blah blah. I know I'm super quirky, no one else thinks like that. Anyways, moving on. I went into it originally with a closed mind because I don't even really watch anime that much anymore. Mostly I'm just like reading manga in my own time, just because I can go at my own pace, and you know, it's not as convenient to just like whip out the Crunchyroll login. Hey, logging into Crunchyroll, and you know, finding your place again and just like watching it. You have to have your headphones on. Well, manga, I can just whip it out at any point. Just read a couple pages, go on about my business. Super easy. But I went into it with so like I'm not really watching anime at the time, and when I do, I don't even really enjoy it half the time, and I'll forget about it later. So anyways, I'm going into watching this, and I think I get maybe like a couple episodes in, I'm already cringed out. I'm like, oh, the ooh voices. I was like, oh my god. And you know, I know like that. I missed what was the Gundam guy with the golden finger? That guy? Or just like even like old Dragon Ball Z stuff. That kind of like old, like 90s, kind of early 2000s grit to anime. I love that so much. So now I'm super sensitive to it. Now when I see newer animes and it's like super ultra deluxe crisp. Am I the only one? I think I'm the only one. It doesn't matter. So it's already turning me off, and I get like 3 or 4 episodes in. I'm like, okay. I told Dylan I was gonna watch it. He's really into it. I'm trying not to be an asshole. So I end up not watching the rest of it, and then like a month later, I think, because I told him I was gonna do a video on it, just to do like a review. And like me watching this and like going through this, and I'll have a review at the end that you can look at. You know me, I love my timestamps because I'm a yapper. So we gotta, if you want to filter through it, you can definitely do it. But this whole experience made me think about, damn, I'm one of those old cats that just doesn't watch new anime because nothing hits the same as the classics, right? I'm that guy. I'm the old guy on the bus talking about how kids are always on their phone. I'm turning into that, but like the anime version of this person. And I'm not giving this anime a chance. I'm like, oh my god. So, and so I go back to the show, and I'm starting from like episode 5, but because it was not 5 months ago, Jesus Christ, it was like 5 episodes in, and it was a month ago, and of course I don't remember anything, and I wasn't even really paying attention to it in the first place because I'm like, ugh, this is garbage. Dylan doesn't watch a bunch of anime. He just, yeah, he's chill guy. He's a nerdy guy, but he's not a anime professional like me. He's not a huge YouTuber like Helmet Headed Dark Stranger, right? He's not a beast like me. I have taste. I am the orbiter of all things that is great storytelling. Of course, you know, look at all my hot takes, right? That aren't really hot. They're more like warm. You guys just don't watch the videos, but it's okay. I'll talk about that later. I love building this community, even if it's a little bit of hate every once in a while. But anyways, I wanted to do my boy Dylan justice. So I ended up just restarting the entire thing. I also realized that there was an episode 0. Didn't realize that. So, because I didn't watch it the first time. I go to episode 0. I start watching that. A few more things just kind of add up in my head now. So, I'm like, okay, I get it now. All right, cool, whatever. There was like a few contexts that I just kind of didn't have. So I guess definitely it took some elements out of it for me and just decreased it even more, even though I went in completely with a closed mind. Honestly, during the time, if I would have watched episode 0, I'm not really sure if I would have liked it anyways, but whatever. Anyways, moving on. I'm trying to get through this. I'm trying to learn how to stay more streamlined. And anyways, so I watched episode 0, and then I realized that Dylan's just like a huge Gundam fan, so I ended up finding like a YouTube video, and I watched like an hour-long YouTube video explaining the Gundam series. And I realized that You know, I watched Golden Finger Gundam, like Mobile X Fighter. Oh, love that guy. Red bandana, always wanted to smoke. Love that guy. And then I watched, was it Gundam Wing? And I remember that one scene. I don't even remember the story at all or the plot line. I just remember that one scene. Old boy gets invited to like a birthday party. He takes the invite, rips it up, walks right in her ear and goes, "I'll kill you." I still remember to this day, I was a kid. I was on the fucking floor crying, laughing. That was the funniest shit I ever seen in my life. So, you know, I love my smoke demon and I love my antisocial king. But so, of course, the new Mercury, Witch from Mercury, isn't going to be anywhere as good as that. But I'm watching this hour-long video on Gundam, just kind of refreshing, just so I can get a better context of everything. I'm like, yeah, for sure. Let me dive back into it. And then I realized I didn't even know what a Gundam was. I didn't know it was like a special one. I figured all the mobile suits were Gundams. And I didn't realize that Gundam was like the, I don't know, like the Lamborghini of cars. I don't know. It's like they're like in their own zone. And even though they're illegal weapons, basically, depending on what's going on. And then I realized that like Gundam's like almost like Fate Stay Night, where there's like different universes. And I'm like learning so much. And I realized that I didn't know anything. So why did I even go into watching this show with so much bias? Let me tell you why. Because I'm old and apparently I just know everything. I was wrong. I was wrong. And I'm just kind of thinking about it now, and that's probably why I don't watch that much anime anymore. Because like I'm the manga reader. I'm an upper class of the fucking manga anime community. That even sounds cringy just saying it out loud. Jesus Christ. But anyways, I realized that I get into that spill because like nothing's gonna beat, you know, my top 10. I even argue with people that's been watching anime for longer than me because I just know what great storytelling is. And I realized that when you go into anything, it doesn't matter, but I would just say manga and anime specifically because that's what I'm talking about right now. When you go into something closed mind, you don't really give it a chance to like breathe and marinate. You're being an asshole first off, and then secondly, you might be actually missing out on a fun watch. It doesn't have to be like the story or the message of the story. Witch from Mercury, it wasn't like the most deepest philosophical thing on the entire planet, but the overall message was simplistic and it was consistent throughout the story, and it was pretty fun once I, you know, just let my guard down and relax and just watch the fucking show. And I went through it and I'm like, okay, my joy for watching anime came back. Because I remember when I was a teenager, dude, it didn't matter. Give me a 23, 24, 12 episode, anything, I'm gonna binge watch. Because I love anime. It didn't even have to be really that good. It just had to be enjoyable. And I feel like I kind of lost that feeling. I didn't have that anymore because for whatever reason, because I didn't even have the merit for that to even be a thing. But I ended up watching everything and I really enjoyed it. And I had to kind of beat myself up a little bit because I need to humble myself. Get back into really enjoying stories and really trying to understand the message of whatever I'm watching or whatever medium it is, because you don't want to be so closed-minded where you miss out on pretty obvious things, or just even because like everything can't be peak, because if everything's peak then nothing's good, nothing's peak. So I don't know, I just wanted to kind of get on just something I was just thinking about, because I ended up watching the whole thing in like 2 days and it was great. I had a great time. I was like, man, this kind of reminded me of back in the day. I just started an anime at 12 midnight, then hardly got any sleep because I ended up just watching everything, and I was like, oh man, I miss this feeling. I need to get back into watching anime. Anyways, just want to let you guys know that. And then I guess so I realized that I only said the name of the Gundam show once. So I might put it in the description or something about it. But yeah, I'm talking about the Witch from Mercury or Witch on Mercury. Doesn't matter. Anyways, that's the show I'm talking about. I'm going to give it, just for enjoyability and It restored my faith in anime and just stopped. You know, it removed the stick from my ass. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Had some really funny moments. I loved it. There was like a couple scenes I just thought was fucking hilarious, but like most people would be like, this is why it's horrible. I don't know, there's like the, was it number 5? He was one of the clone prince guys, and he was doing this thing where he's trying to get the Gundam from the main character, and he just whips out a taser. He's like, give me the Gundam. It's like, what? Okay, what was the plan after you tased her? Or like, what were you gonna, These people have literal war machines, and you thought, and they have like councils of people with the most powerful people on the entire universe, literally. And you whipped out the taser, and you thought that was, whipped out the taser. And then, really loved the mom, smoke demon, get it done. Had the headphones on with her dead homies in her ear, giving her motivation. Oh my God, I love that. Her and that little AI kid whipped up. When they did the attack on the city, just like started blasting straight gangster shit. I love the fact that like I even say that they do the whole, what was it? 1 step forward, you get 2. You know, you run away, you get 1. And I always thought that was like super motivational. But ironically, that everything that the mom did in the end of everything was from fear, just the fear of continuing her life with what she had, instead of just, and then I mean, obviously she literally had headphones on with her dead homies in her ear. She just couldn't get out of the past, so she was literally running like in the past and not going forth. Anyway, kind of like that. That was pretty cool. Kind of reminded me of Franklin Saint, the ending of that. No spoilers here, but whatever, you just take that however you want to. That was super funny. They had like another scene when one of the adults didn't want to give the kid a gun. But I think I'm pretty sure this guy was in a Gundam, a literal nuclear bomb with legs. I thought it was like, wait, so I can drive a tank, but I can't use the BB gun? That shit was hilarious. But I liked a lot of the characters. They had you know, the guy that just can't catch a break with the purple-haired guy. Kind of reminded me of Renji, always catching those L's. Yeah, I had a great time. It was good, but the main point of the video was, guys, no matter how many stories you've consumed, anime, mangas, blah blah blah, you can still enjoy it. Everything doesn't have to be fucking William Shakespeare or the best shit ever. You know, you can like a Lil Wayne song more than you like a Beethoven song. So just get over yourself. Also, remember, guys, I love you. Watch the whole video. I'm pretty sure the title and the thumbnail on this is gonna be pretty antagonizing, because I kind of like it at this point. But at the same time, if you guys don't look at the video, or you just end up commenting or disliking it, and hey, it's all engagement for me, and I'm never gonna come at you, especially if you come at me for something I didn't say, or you misunderstood something. I'll clear it up. Like, again, my channel is pretty manageable, okay? I will always comment. All right, then, you know, just gotta lock in. Start putting out those videos. I was letting the time get away from me. My last video was like a week ago, but that's all right. I said, you know what? Gonna wake out the bed or in my jammies, put the phone up, let's go, all right? I'm gonna do this one time and just see how it goes, but like and subscribe, I would really appreciate it. I like any engagement with my videos. It's been pretty fun. This is a nice little hobby I have, and I appreciate you guys. Hate comments, love, you know, people hyping me up. I've been seeing a couple people come back. I was like, oh wait, I remember him commenting on my other video. I see you guys. Those are my generals, by the way. Those are my capitans. All right. Anyways, I gotta go to work because I'm actually employed. Yeah. All right, guys.